Many people come to Southern California to visit Disneyland, but not many people know there's another Disney park directly across the street. This is Disney's California Adventure, DCA for short, and it is probably the strangest Disney park I've ever been to, and I've been to Epcot, so that's saying a lot. You start off your California adventure here on Buena Vista Street, and at the end of the street is the Carthay Circle where Walt Disney premiered Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Once at DCA's central hub, you can either go down here to Grizzly Peak, down the middle, so I don't really know what's down there, or you can head down this way to Hollywoodland. Here in Grizzly Peak, you can find things such as Soarin', the Grizzly River Run, and it's all themed to Northern California, so there's things like forests and bears and all that kind of stuff over here. After leaving the Grizzly Peak area, we head into this weird Californian town city looking area, and at the end of this street, looks like there's some kind of weird carnival. Oh, my mistake, it's not a carnival, it's just Pixar Pier. Now, I have absolutely no interest in Pixar Pier, so we're just gonna skip over that for now. Oh, by the way, there's this Little Mermaid ride, and it makes absolutely no sense, but it's still a pretty cool dark ride. Just beyond Pixar Pier is Cars Land, which is themed to the fictional town of Radiator Springs from the movie Cars. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of Cars, but I will say the theming here is absolutely amazing. So we've made it back to the central hub area, and there is one more pathway for us to go down. It's this one right here, and it leads to my personal favorite section of the park, the Hollywoodland. I'm from the East Coast and I've only ever been to Walt Disney World, so coming to this section of the park really reminds me of the old MGM Studios, which was my favorite park back in the day. This area really reminds me of the old Streets of America section of MGM. You have all these facades lining the sides of the streets. You even have a giant forced perspective mural at the end of the street, giving the illusion that you're in a big city. Little areas like this definitely bring back some memories of the old MGM Studios. What's really cool about these facades is the back side. When they build movie sets, they only build the front of the buildings and leave the back all exposed like this, because why are they going to build the back when the camera's only going to see the front? So this area really shows off how movie sets were built. Nowadays, they pretty much make everything in a computer. I know I keep comparing things to MGM Studios, but does anyone remember the old soundstage signs that used to be on all the buildings? They still have them here at DCA. Anytime I see something like this, the red and yellow, really brings back some memories of the old MGM Studios. Getting to come out here to the Hollywood section of DCA is just such a cool experience, and like I said, this is my favorite section of the park just because it brings back so many good memories. My all-time favorite part of DCA is actually right behind this scrim and scaffolding. It's the Disney Animation Building, and just like the old MGM Studios version, you can learn how to draw your favorite Disney characters, and you can meet a couple of them. Well, let's head inside DCA's animation building. We have to go through this weird little corridor, but it's kind of cool. You go through this narrow hallway, and then it opens up into this giant room of colorful animation. All around here, they play clips and show concept art and sing songs from many Disney animated films. Right now, they're showing off some clips from Pocahontas, which has to be one of my favorite Disney movies of all time. Over here at the Animation Academy, you can draw some of your favorite Disney characters, and over on this little board right here, it gives you a list of all the characters you can draw. So if you come back at different times of the day, you can draw a different character. And right next to the Animation Academy is a meet and greet with Anna and Elsa. But after being at Disneyland for a week, I'm a little bit frozen out, so we're gonna skip over the Elsa and Anna meet and greet today. Another thing I've been seeing a lot of is Pixar, and there's even some more Pixar inside the animation building in the form of Turtle Talk with Crush. Now, I've seen this at Epcot, and I'm also just a little bit Pixar'd out, so we're gonna skip over this experience today. One thing I'll never get sick of is classic animated Disney movies, and one of my favorite animated movies is Fantasia. So let's head inside the Sorcerer's Workshop from Fantasia. Down this mysterious hallway, we will find the Sorcerer's Workshop. Now, I don't know why, but I absolutely love this room. I want my house to look like this one day. All these cool light fixtures, the cool things painted on the wall, and down there at the end of this room is the magic mirror from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. And every now and then, the actual face will pop up on the mirror. Out of nowhere, his creepy face will pop up on the mirror and tell you about all the things you can experience here in the Sorcerer's Workshop. All these little interactive spinning things sort of teach you about animation. If we look at this one, we see Peter Pan, and if we peek in these holes and spin this circle around, we can see Peter Pan flying right there. So there's Peter Pan. He's flying. Wait, I think I'm spinning it the wrong way. I'm not really sure how this works. Let's spin it the other way. Spin it the other way. See, there he is. There's Peter flying. Am I spinning this the right way? I don't know. You get the point. I don't know which way it's supposed to go. They have some more of those spinning things, and if we look inside this one, we can actually see Donald Duck jumping up and down. It looks like Tresh is over here working on her own animation. I can't wait to see it when it's all done. All right, let's test this thing out. Go ahead, give that thing a spin, and let's peek inside. And I don't know how well you can see it, but there is a Mickey Mouse balloon floating up and down, and this was drawn or traced by none other than Tresh herself. Now that Tresh is an expert animator, it looks like she has come up with her own animation design. It seems like she's going to make the magic mirror come to life. Now let's try Tresh's very own animation. Go ahead, give that thing another spin. And if we look inside, I don't know how well you can see this on camera, but there is the magic mirror appearing and disappearing right before your very eyes. Tresh, great work on this. I can't believe you made this thing by yourself. Do it again. I want to see if we can get it on camera. I don't know. It's not really showing up on camera, but Tresh, you did a great job on this thing. Up on the ceiling, there are all kinds of really cool light fixtures, and inside this one, that's Aladdin right there. I don't know how you can see it, but there is Aladdin, encased in some kind of jewel. I wonder if he was imprisoned in there by the Sorcerer after he was caught stealing something. Over here, there are some kind of glass spheres, and I believe if we spin them, something will happen. Oh yeah, there's Iago appearing on Jafar's shoulder, and inside this one, it looks like Tinkerbell. Oh, Tinkerbell has been captured by Captain Hook. Here we have Pinocchio. Let's see what happens when we spin Pinocchio. Oh, it looks like he's been captured by Stromboli. This one features Gaston, and in typical Gaston fashion, he's checking himself out in the mirror. I don't really know what's inside. Oh, it's Ursula. This one's Ursula, and it looks like Ursula has Ariel captured inside her little mystical ball, and I don't know what these little mirrors are for. I don't know if they're for this whole experience, but there's Ursula, and next to Ursula is the Cheshire Cat, and if we spin it, it looks like he's disappearing and reappearing, and also smiling. I love how this section of the Sorcerer's Workshop is villains themed. You never really see villains in the Disney parks, but over here it's all villains themed. There's Hades on the wall, and next to Hades is Cruella de Vil, who actually happens to be one of my favorite villains of all time. I just love all the decorations in this area, the light fixtures, the things painted on the walls, but my absolute favorite part is this portrait of Walt Disney hanging high up on the wall, kind of looking over his creations. And all of this was started by Walt Disney, so does that make Walt the true sorcerer? Now let's head into the second part of the Sorcerer's Workshop, the Beast's Library from Beauty and the Beast. We have to go down this creepy, dark corridor to get to the Beast's Library, but here it is, the Beast's Library. It looks just like it did in the movie, except I guess in this part of the castle, the curse hasn't been lifted. It's still dark and creepy in here, but it has all the details just like in the movie. You got all the books, you got the shelves, the windows. It looks just like the area in the movie. And they also have these little interactive games where you can find out what Disney character you are. And it looks like Tresh is playing one of those games now. Up on top of the fireplace is the rose from the movie. Oh, it looks like the curse is being lifted. The curse has been lifted. Now the library looks much more like it did in the movie. It's much more bright and shiny and way more inviting than the dark, spooky castle was. One interesting thing about DCA's animation building is they used to have this thing where you could go to Ursula's lair, and it was right through this door, but it has since been abandoned. So this was the abandoned Ursula's lair right here. Look at this. Look at this. Abandoned. I can't find the door handle. Abandoned Ursula's lair. Found Ursula right in there. It's been converted into the Elsa and Anna meet and greet, but back in the day you used to go through this door and go to Ursula's lair. That would have been a really cool place to go check out, but unfortunately it's closed. Now that we've made it back to the central animation hub, let's make our way to the exit, which in typical Disney fashion is through a gift shop, but I think this gift shop is one of my favorites on Disneyland property. This gift shop is called Off the Page, and it's basically like a Disney art store, and I absolutely love the Disney art stores, and I love the decor in here. You have all these pages hanging from the ceiling which have some concept art and drawings. They're flying all over the place. They also even have some artists at work over here drawing some of your favorite Disney characters, and you can actually purchase the drawings that are made by the artists. I love how all the characters in here are literally jumping off the page. They have some pretty expensive art pieces in this store, like this one, goes for $395. You can also purchase some celebrity autographs from some of your favorite Disney voice actors, and they also have some live-action actors, including Johnny Depp from Pirates of the Caribbean. They have a wide variety of statues and figurines which feature many of the iconic Disney characters, including one of my favorite pirates from the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. I don't know why, but this store really reminds me of an old school Disney store from the 90s. I don't know what it is, but whenever I'm in this store, it feels like I'm in one of those old Disney stores. Even the sign for this store is cool. It's got all kinds of iconic Disney characters on it, and right on the ground in front of the store is an early animation sketch of Dumbo made in the concrete. I loved Walt Disney World's animation building as a kid, so getting to come here to DCA and go check out the old animation building, do the drawing class, draw some great characters. It's like reliving the past, reliving my childhood memories. Thank you so much for joining me as we went and wandered around DCA and checked out some of my favorite things at the park. If you like this video, make sure to hit the thumbs up button, and if you want to see more adventures from Disneyland, as well as some Disneyland secrets, make sure to subscribe here.
My name is Ben Lawrence. I'm gonna rock you at least once a week.